All right, so this is 1 Corinthians 14:7. It says, and even things without life given sound, whether pipe or harp, meaning like organs and trumpets and different things of that nature. It says, except they give a distinction in the sounds, how shall it be known what is piped or harped? See, so if you just take a trumpet and start blowing into it, it's gonna sound like excuse my language, it's gonna sound like ass, you know. But if you play a melody because you know how to play the trumpet and you play it well, you know, then people are, you know, gonna understand what it is that you're piping. Otherwise, it's just gonna sound like a bunch of noise, you know. Like it says, it was at 1 Corinthians 13, be like just noise. I can't think of the scripture like verbatim how it was worded, but it speaks about, you know, it's just gonna be noise. It says, but if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle? Yeah, so when you breaking these scriptures down, make sure you give it a certain sound to be understood, as it's going to say, because that will afford the listener that is a potential teacher, you know, to understand it and, you know, be able to better digest it. It says, so likewise you, O ye, except you utter by the tongue words easy to be understood, how shall it be known what is spoken? For you shall speak into the air, right? So the Apostle Paul said that when he was doing this work, right, he wasn't doing this work, you know, to beat the air. He was doing this work, you know, because he was hitting his target. Let me try it this way. You know, so you want to be able to break it down so that they could understand. You want to hit the mark. You want to hit the point. You know, make a point. You know, you read the scripture, you make a point, or you make a point and then you read the scripture. You know, the scriptures really don't need anything extra. That's why the scriptures say, it says, none shall want her mate, because you can't make this book with any other book out there. Now, sometimes you'll see us going into historical accounts, you know, to bring out a little more edification on a particular scripture, going back into history. But as far as going, and you know, you'll see the Elder Apostle or the brothers go into commentaries, but it's not because we're using the commentary to break the scripture down. We already know the scripture. We're using the commentary to show you that even some of these scholars also say the same things that we're saying. So some of them are on point with it. So 1 Corinthians 9:26, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. Right, so you ain't trying to shadow box with the truth. You want to make sure that when you're putting your combinations together, so to speak, you know, in boxing terms, that it's going to be effective. Meaning when you put, you know, when the Spirit is on you and you breaking these scriptures down, going precept upon precept, line upon line, that they're going to be effective and edifying. Because if you just like to hear yourself talk, then what good is that? You want to be able to, you know, to edify the hearer, you know, and the word edify means to build.